Hi everyone, it's Carrie with My Friends Call Me Martha, and yes, I got that nickname after Martha Stewart because I do love to cook and I also love to be crafty. Crafty more than cooking for sure. So I am here today doing another faux shaker card. I did one last Sunday and I had so much fun with that I wanted to make another one this week. So hopefully you guys aren't sick of making these yet with me. And if you are tuning in for the first time, welcome to my channel. I would love if you would like and subscribe. I am at like 520 subscribers, I think. And my next goal is 1,000. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, I would greatly appreciate it. So we're doing this card and I also did the inside and I coordinated the envelope. So let's get started. For this project, I used the Joyful Flurry bundle. I'm using the Let It Snow and this Sending You All the Best This New Year for the inside of the card. I'm using this embossing folder and I do not know what it is called, so I apologize. I'm using the snowflake again from the Celebrate It with Tags. I have been using the snowflake on almost every project. And then as part of the Flurry bundle, this is the Frosted Flurry dies. So I used 3 of the snowflakes from it and then the sentiment image. So we're going to need those. Now for your supplies, you are going to need, I used mint macaron for my card base. So it is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The first layer of Designer Series paper is 4 by 5 1/4. I don't know why I'm doubting myself on that today. It's funny, as soon as I turn the camera on, I get like, wait, am I doing, yep, 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, I don't know why I was doubting myself. And we can go ahead and actually get this adhered to our card base. And I'm sorry, this Designer Series paper is from the Gnomes set, Kindest Gnomes, I think it's called. And then our inside piece, this is 4 by 5 1/4 again. And what we can do is go ahead and get that part done. And I think I used the big snowflake for that. And you definitely want to have a piece of grid paper or something under you. I like to kind of go off the sheet of paper just to kind of make it a little bit more interesting. So did everybody have a good weekend? We actually just got back home. We went to an event. It's called the Festival of Trees. And it happens at the Easton Country Club if you're near Easton, Massachusetts. Highly recommend going. There's a bunch of different organizations who decorate and donate trees. Some of the trees have like gift cards or items associated with them. And it is just so beautiful how they decorate all the trees. And it's just, the country club is just full of trees and you can buy raffle tickets and try to win the trees. So we've been going for several years now and my kids are desperately wanting to win a tree. Me too, because they're kind of like, I'll have to post some pictures on my business page, My Friends Call Me Martha on Facebook, and show you guys because it's, actually I think I can bring it up on my phone. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, let me actually see. I have to share because it's just so awesome. Nope, I didn't post them on Facebook yet. All right, and there's my crazy dog. Okay, so they have, this tree was one of my favorite. It actually is a whole like s'mores theme and it comes with a fire pit. Like a fire pit with like stones that you would build in your backyard. They had carolers. So you can see the trees are, oh, it's kind of, the white is kind of, hold on, maybe if I go this way, it'll be better. Phone, flip. Jeez. This one was all teddy bear theme. There's my mom and my kids. Oh, the white is just not doing good on this. There's my husband and my kids. So yeah, you can just see. Oh, and they had wreaths this year that you could try to win. So anyways, oh, the Disney one. They're all so new, unique and so fun. So anyways, that's my little pitch. So all right, so I think I got all of the stamping done. This ink pad is really hard to open and close. Now, I'm gonna put that aside. And the first thing I'm gonna do is emboss this layer, which this is 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I didn't lose the embossing. And what I like to do with this one is there's this line here. So I try to line up my paper. I mean, it really doesn't matter because it's snowflakes, but it's a good habit to get into in case you're embossing something that has a definite pattern. So for a 3D embossing folder, I just need plates 1 and 4. Okay, so I'm going to be using my mini cut and emboss machine. And this one is considered a 3D embossing folder, so that's why the sandwich is a little bit different. And I'm going to apologize for the little bit of shakiness. Okay, and I'm going to leave this here because our next step involves cutting. So we're going to sporadically put these 3 snowflakes. I'm going to try to do it similar. And, well, 2 of them will stay on there. Okay, so then for this sandwich, I want 1, a 2, and another 1. Okay, and then again, I use washi tape to kind of hold them in place, especially when I'm doing more than one die cut. I just find it's easier. So then the last piece of this is exactly what I used in last week's video with the candy cane one. These are from clearbags.com, and that is the size, and if you just actually put in B34C, these will come right up. So it is a package of 100, but they're less than $10. So I like to use these for boxing up my cards, and then I do little candy favors with these, so I use them for a lot of things. And again, we're using the For Everything fancy sequins, and I'm using the green ones because these just match perfectly. And again, this is a plastic spoon, and I'm going to put that in and see. I'm just going to put a tad more. All right, so now, and they have this sealed flap, but I did have a little bit of trouble because I did not seal it on my sample card. So what I'm going to do is add an extra layer here so that I make sure it's not going to come out. And then the other thing I did was I cut this little extra flap off because I didn't want it to peek through my window. So you want to make sure you're not putting your snowflakes up at the top. I kind of kept them more towards the middle. Sorry for the noise. My husband is emptying the dishwasher, and I am not going to yell at him for doing that. But I'm doing a video. He should know better. So I think we're good. So again, take the extra time and make sure your sprinkles aren't falling out anywhere. Okay. And then I know this piece of paper is going to cover from top to bottom. So what I did was I kind of moved it closer to the top so that they all don't sit below where the first image is. So I'm using Seal Plus. Okay. So now, I didn't get that on straight. Let's see if I have an extra second. Not really. It's okay. Boy, I'm telling you, it's hard when you go live sometimes. So you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to use a little piece of Scotch tape. And hope that I can. Okay, I straightened that out and it's covered and nobody will ever know. And then I'm using foam adhesive. So foam adhesive, it's like dimensionals, except it's on a roll, and I did buy it at a non-Stampin' Up site. I think we sell strips, so I just happened to have a coupon for another place and I used the coupon. But for the most part, I love Stampin' Up products because they're just the best. I love that my sequins exactly match my papers and ribbons. And then I'm using the sharp end of the Take Your Pick tool to kind of peel that adhesive backing off. Eek. It's very sticky. And you want this sitting up a little bit higher, because unlike a traditional shaker card, usually you would put your window sheet down, then you'd put your adhesive, then you'd sprinkle your sequins on, and then put your background paper. But this to me is much easier. Okay, come on. Oh my goodness. Talk about challenges today. Okay, there we go. So, less mess than your traditional shaker card, I feel like. And it looks good. Now let's decorate the front. We put our inside layer. Oh, I forgot to stamp another envelope. I'll do that at the end. And then I'm going to use liquid glue to put this snowflake on because it's so tiny. And on my other one, I did use the Fine Sparkle gems because this is the right color. I'm going to go with the big one. And I don't think I'm going to add the little bow this time because I really just kind of want to see the sparkle. But you can add it if you want. This is just the Elegant Trim, I think it's called. And then I'll show you how to do the envelope. So again, you want to have a piece of paper under it. And what I did is I put one in the middle of the flap. That one I really didn't kind of go off the paper. I just left it. And then, did I do a big one? I think I might do the big one because it's so pretty. And then just kind of do that in the center. I mean the corner. Oh my goodness. So there you are. I hope you guys liked this shaker card tonight. And let's move and it's really fun to have a coordinating envelope. It really looks like you tried. So there we are. So I thank you again for tuning in. If you could like and subscribe, and I will see you all again next Sunday. Take care.